past, present and emerging. And I welcome you all to Government House for today's investiture ceremony, which I hope will be a memorable occasion for you all. Now, I understand you've received a briefing from the Deputy Official Secretary on how the ceremony will proceed, and I'm also here to help guide you through every step of the way. Shortly, I'll ask you all to stand for the arrival of the official guests, followed by the arrival of Her Excellency, the Governor of Queensland. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand for the arrival of the official guests. Representing the Premier of Queensland and Minister for the Olympics, Ms Joan Pease, MP, and the Chair of the Order of Australia Association, Mr Gary Bacon, AM. Please join me in welcoming our official guests. Please remain standing for the arrival of the Governor of Queensland, Her Excellency, the Honourable Dr. Jeanette Young, PSM. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Your Excellency, with your permission, I'll commence the ceremony. Her Excellency the Governor will present awards under the Australian Honours and Awards system. Her Excellency the Governor will invest as a member of the Order of Australia in the General Division Mr Robert William Reid. For significant service to international criminal investigations, leading numerous operations for the United Nations International Residual Mechanism for Criminal Tribunals and the United Nations International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia, and in roles with Australian law enforcement. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Ms Evelyn June Berry. For service to country music as an acclaimed singer and songwriter and supporter of the arts through the Bundaberg Country Music Club and through charitable service, including as a volunteer with the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the Bundaberg and District Meals on Wheels. Step forward. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mrs Diane Kent. For service to the fashion industry as a distinguished stylist, educator and advisor, and to the community through support and promotion of charitable health organisations, including the Queensland Eye Institute, the Wesley Hospital Choices Cancer Support Centre and Multicap. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mr. Charles Quinton Clark. For service to the community through a range of roles, including in musical education, as organ teacher at St Margaret's Anglican Girls' School, as organ tutor at the University of Queensland, and Director of Music at the Holy Trinity Anglican Church, as a volunteer organ player with St John's Cathedral, with the Order of St John of Jerusalem Knights Hospitaller, and in the field of engineering. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mr. Simon Patrick Cowland Cooper. For service to the irrigation industry through board and advisory roles with Irrigation Australia, and through volunteer service to the Gold Coast community with numerous organisations, including the Australian Volunteer Coast Guard, the North Coast Branch Probust Club, and the Golf Course Superintendents Association of Queensland. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mr. Peter Joseph Daly. For service to Rugby Union, as a committee member and life member of the Souths Rugby Union Club, and through numerous roles within Queensland Rugby Union, including liaison manager, team manager, and member of various development committees. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mr. Wellesley Thomas Darby. For service to the community of Brisbane through charitable contributions to a range of organisations, including Chermside Kedron Community Church, Middle Ridge Uniting Church Toowoomba, and Azure Blue Retirement Village, as a volunteer ambassador at Brisbane Airport, and as a Justice of the Peace and Commissioner of Declarations. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Ms. Helen Darch. For service to community health through board, director and advisory roles in the public and private sectors, including roles within Multicap, the Cerebral Palsy League, Metro South Hospital and Health Service Board, the PA Research Foundation, the Children's Health Research Alliance Board, and the Children's Hospital Foundation Board. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Dr. Susan Elizabeth Davis. For service to education and to the performing and regional arts, through research, academic leadership and advisory roles at various organisations, including Central Queensland University, Kenmore State High School, the Sunshine Coast, Bundaberg and Fraser Coast Councils, and Drama Queensland, as well as authoring, co-authoring and editing numerous publications. Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mr. William George Davis. For service to the Indigenous community of Queensland through leadership roles with the Beenleigh Housing and Development Company and as a member of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Advisory Group, providing advice to the Australian Curriculum Assessment and Reporting Authority. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mr. David Anthony Dunworth. For service to rugby union through leadership and coaching roles, including as Chairman and President of the Brothers Rugby Union Club, Chairman and Director of the Brothers Community and Sports Club, Coach for Queensland Country Rugby Union, and representing Queensland and Australia as a rugby union player. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mr. Roger Mallory Emerson. For service to the community through board and management roles for a range of charitable organisations, including Aussie Kids Charity, Rotary, Surf Life Saving Queensland, United Disability Care and Volunteer Marine Rescue Queensland. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mrs. Barbara Joy Morris. For service to softball through numerous leadership and management roles at the Maryborough Softball Association, Softball Queensland and the Incas Softball Club, including President, Board Member, Competition Manager, Publicity Officer and Delegate and Representative. Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mrs. Lynette K Thomas. For service to hockey through various leadership and umpiring roles at Brisbane Women's Hockey Association, Queensland Women's Hockey Association and Hockey Queensland Inc., including as match secretary, umpire steward, technical officer and technical judge, as well as a member on several committees. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mrs. Margaret Isabel Whittaker. For service to the community of the Gold Coast through volunteer and charitable works with the 30th District Quota International Gold Coast, Burleigh Heads Ladies Probus Club, Rabina Bowls Club, Gold Coast Meals on Wheels and Arundel Park Riding for Disabled. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Ms. Angela Wright. For service to sport and outdoor recreation through various roles with Nature Play Queensland, Queensland Outdoor Recreation Federation, Parks and Leisure Australia and Redland City Council. Your Excellency, that concludes this afternoon's awards. Could I now invite you to address the recipients and their guests?
Thank you, Kate. Well, what an afternoon. So we have here representing the Premier of Queensland and, of course, our Minister for Olympics, Ms Joan Pease, MP. Thank you very much for attending. I think that shows the importance these awards have. To take time out of a sitting week is exceptional. Thank you. And, of course, we have Dr Gary Bacon, AM, here for the first time in 2 years, because we've not been able to have these award ceremonies in this format, so he hasn't been able to attend. So he's Chair Order of the Australia Association, so of course is critical to these awards. The award recipients, all 16 of you. I really enjoyed this morning. I went on and Googled each of you because I want to know, because this is so special being my first one, and it was amazing to see what each of you had done, and I'm sure I only saw a tiny snippet of it. So to you, to your family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, it just gives me the most enormous pleasure to welcome you all to Government House this afternoon. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land that Brisbane is on, the Turrbal and Yagara people, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and any First Nations people in the room. But also I'd like to pay today my respects to the Cobble people, west of the Bunya Mountains in southwest Queensland, who are represented by one of their elders here today receiving an award. Today marks the first investiture ceremony I've hosted as Governor here at Government House, and the first group ceremony that has been able to be held since 2019, and I'm so delighted they've returned. I mean, it is special, of course, to receive an award one-on-one, which is what happened over the last 2 years, but I think the award should be in front of your colleagues and your family all together. The conferring of Australian honours and awards is a very important part of the Governor's duties, and one I've actually been looking forward to with an enormous amount of anticipation and no small degree of awe. It is a genuine privilege to stand in this room with 16 outstanding people who have today been recognised with one of the highest honours our country can bestow. The Order of Australia was first instituted by Her Majesty the Queen on 14th of February 1975, but the traditions associated with it have much deeper roots. Each badge of the Order of Australia is topped by the crown of St Edward, which since the 13th century has been traditionally used during the moment of coronation, the ceremony marking the formal investiture of a monarch with regal power. Queen Elizabeth II, Australia's head of state, was herself crowned with the St Edward's crown on her ascension to the throne in 1953. The appearance of the crown on the Order of Australia badge is a symbol of the esteem in which those who are awarded the honour are held. As you heard during the reading of the citations, today it is my pleasure to appoint a member of the Order of Australia for significant service to international criminal investigations, and to award medals of the Order of Australia to people across a wide range of inspiring and fascinating backgrounds. We honour those who've made meritorious contributions to communities across the state, to health, to fashion, to the irrigation industry, to education, the performing and regional arts, to country music, to the Indigenous community, to sport, including rugby union, softball, hockey and outdoor recreation. So as Governor of Queensland, I thank each one of you for the part you have played in advancing your professions, your communities and our wonderful state. Your contributions are greatly valued. Please accept my warmest congratulations and now enjoy the hospitality of Government House. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand for the playing of the Viceregal Anthem. Your Excellency, could I now invite you to retire while we arrange the recipients for an official photograph which will take place in here. Captain Norton, could I ask you to escort our official guests upstairs to the drawing room for refreshments? very carefully choreographed, in case you hadn't realised. Recipients, could I just ask you to take your seats, because you're going to stay in here while we take a group photograph. Thank you. Just please be seated. And there are all other guests. The staff will see you upstairs and escort you.